heard the term full frame camera and non-full frame camera? Maybe yes, maybe no. Now, the good thing is that today we're going to talk about this. And what you need to know is that a full frame camera, it's different from a non-full frame camera, basically based on the sensor size. It's not something related to megapixels, it's not something related to how big the camera is, it's basically the size of the sensor. Next to me, I have two types of camera. I have a full frame camera and a non-full frame camera. What you need to see is that they look almost similar, but what is true is that this camera, which is a full frame camera, it's a bit bigger than this camera, which is a non-full frame camera. Now, if I go and take out their lenses and I look inside the sensor, I will see that the sensor of a full frame camera, it's bigger than the sensor of a non-full frame camera. Now bear in mind that what we're seeing is the mirror, not the sensor, because normally it's not good to expose the sensor of the camera to an open space situation because you might get dust. But now what we're seeing, it's the mirror, and because we're seeing the mirror, basically the mirror, it's exactly the same size as the sensor. Now, if you can see, the sensor of a full frame camera, it's a bit bigger than the sensor of a non-full frame camera. What you need to know is that DSLR cameras, basically single lens reflex cameras, were designed way before the digital era. These cameras used to be called 35mm cameras. Now 35mm cameras basically produced an image on a negative that had the following measurements: 36mm horizontally and 24mm vertically. Now, and if you measure the sensor of a full frame digital camera, this sensor is going to measure the same as the old or their counterpart in 35 or analog cameras, because that's the essence of a full frame camera. Now on the other hand, depending on the brand that you have, let's say Canon, Nikon, Sony, you will find that always the non-full frame cameras, the sensor is always smaller than the full frame camera. But the specification, you can always find it in the camera manual or the camera specifications. But what is true is that the size of the non-full frame camera sensor, it's smaller. Now, what will this do to your image? It really depends on what type of photography you want to use. First of all, what is true is that the ISO performance of two similar cameras, let's say one full frame camera and non-full frame camera, and what I mean by similar is that both were launched around the same time, is that the full frame camera tends to have a better ISO performance than a non-full frame camera. This means that if you're a photographer that likes to take a lot of pictures indoors or in low light situations, perhaps it might be a good idea to use a full frame camera. On the other hand, when you see a full frame camera and non-full frame camera, because of the sensor size, what happens is that the frames per second, meaning how fast the camera is capable to take the picture and transfer it to the memory card, you might see that the non-full frame camera tends to be faster than full frame cameras. So perhaps, if you're a sports photographer, it might be a better idea to use a non-full frame cameras, because these tend to be faster. Now, on the other hand, the most important thing to me that a full frame camera and a non-full frame camera produces is the focal length, or the way the camera sees through a lens. So what you need to know is that any lens projects a circular image, but the area where this image is being projected is going to be different if you're projecting it on a full frame camera and a non-full frame camera. And because of this, what we're going to see next is a short demonstration of how a full frame camera would see the same image versus a non-full frame camera.